Welcome to Queens Public Library's Celebrate Immigrant Heritage Month. Stories, songs, traditional dances, and K-pop. Hello, I'm Gustavo Segredo. QPL is open for to-go service, so you can pick up and return materials at dozens of locations. To learn more about our to-go services and virtual QPL programs, access digital services, or to get an e-card, visit queenslibrary.org. Queens residents come from more than 100 countries and speak more than 100 languages. At the library, we speak diversity. Join us as the library honors Immigrant Heritage Month, and for the entire year, QPL is celebrating its 125th anniversary. Visit qpl125.org to get involved. QPL is proud to have served the people of Queens since 1896, providing customers with the resources they need to advance in their lives.
Hello, welcome. 안녕하세요. Queens Public Library has been serving communities for 125 years. As a supporter of Queens Public Libraries, cultural and artistic and educational programs, I am so glad you joined us today. We prepared Queens Public Library's April theme, Immigrant Heritage Month. My motherland is Korean, and many of our artists today joined are from all over the world. But in my heart and all of our heart, we are Americans. 여러분들 시간 내서 오늘 이렇게 와주신 데 감사드립니다. 우선 퀸스 도서실은 125년 동안 주민들을 돕고 있는데요. 문화 행사나 예술 행사나 교육 행사를 저도 돕고 있지만 이번 4월 달은 이민의 달로 행사를 주관하고 있습니다. 저는 한국에서 태어났기 때문에 한국 사람이죠. 그렇지만 오늘 참석하신 여러분들은 다른 나라에서 오신 분들이 많습니다. 공연과 무용 또 음악을 준비했는데요. 여러분들 인조이 하시고요. 저희들 마음속에는 저희들이 다 하나가 되어서 미국 사람들입니다. 감사합니다.
I came this country 52 years ago as a graduate student from South Korea to Indiana Purdue University, study biochemistry. And I met my husband in Korea, and I came here to study, get married, have 2 kids as a biochemist in New York Hospital Central Lab as a biochemistry. And money spending job, I'm women's advocate, and I've been working on the women's right and promote the, the women's, actually women's right is human right. And 1989, 32 years ago, and I studied a Korean American Family Service Center and helping domestic violence victims. And New York Women's Foundation currently is, giving out the grant throughout the whole New York area. Over $6 million, especially for women and children. The reason I'm saying this thing is I'm an immigrant. I told you I brought $100, but now I have a two full thing going on. And one is money-making job, still I'm working. And then women's advocate through the Korean American Family Service Center, also through the New York Women's Foundation. And I'm fully working on it. But one thing I want to emphasize as an immigrant, what I receive from everybody along the way, last 52 years, I never can pay back throughout, whole my life. And financially, the emotional support, also as a person, I grew up to learn about the all diversified ethnicity. I'm very much open-minded. I have more to learn, but I want to share this story. Not only one thing, but I have two hands.
The reason why I am in the United States was because my father, back in South America, I'm Colombian, lost his business, and he was already in his 50s. And my mother, who was a very pushy lady and a very smart woman, much younger than he was, told him that the best place to go would be to come to the United States. And my father at that point was able to get a green card. He was a barber, and he had a lot of friends in government. For some reason, he was able to get his green card, and he came in, and then they waited until I graduated from high school. And the next year after my father was here, I finally arrived in the United States at the end of 1966. Okay. Then that's the reason why we came. It was really an economical reason. And then we came here, and even though I had already somewhat of an education, I went to a very good school. I had to just do what I had to do, like most immigrants do. I became a maid in a hotel. I took a part-time as my mother said, because my father had been a barber, my mother said it's very expensive to go to college. So you got to go and become a hairdresser, because that is the fastest, and you should be good at it because your father was a barber and your grandfather was a barber. So I became a hairdresser. And then I started going to college at night, and I kept on going and kept on going until I almost finished my doctorate degree, and I got a bunch of degrees. I worked and I worked and I worked and I worked throughout my whole thing until I became a teacher in 1971. And then I went and I did my master's and the other things that I did, and I became an educator. Not because I wanted to, but because I had to. And that was the shortest way to achieve what I had to do. So that was the reason. It was really an economic reason. And I tell you, the first 2 years, all I wanted to do was go back home, because I was a maid, and in my country I had maids. So it was like that. But I am very glad, because it showed me a lot about the world, and it taught me that the life is a wheel, and sometimes you're on top, and many times you are in the bottom, and it is in the bottom where you become a stronger human being. So I've heard a politician talking about that her mother had to do indignant jobs, and I get very upset about it, because no job is indignant, and that's very important. Boy, I never thought I would get emotional about this, but what would I tell young people? Young people, I will say that you will hear people mean to be nice to you, and they will say, but no matter where you came from, look where you are now because you are a professional, as if where we came from is a problem, okay? As if, and it is a barrier to become who you are. That because you had another language, it is a problem. And I will say that is totally wrong. Don't ever think that way, because all the suffering that you do and all the barriers you have to jump are not a problem. They are the things that will give you the tools to make it in life. And I think that those barriers are not barriers. Those are the things that make us strong And those are the things that will make us survive. And I see it. I see it with the young kids. A lot of teachers think that the kids are, because they speak another language, that they are behind and they are stupid. Quite the contrary. Those children are amazing. And if they can tap on that strength, even if it's a difficult childhood, even if it's poverty, even if it's not having a father around, and even that, those things will make you strong. And that's what I believe. I think if I have some kind of strength in my life now, it's not because of the good things that happened, but the adversity taught me. That's what I will tell the youth. Never mind that you have to apologize for who you were, and none of that. Never mind that, okay? You are to be proud. If your parents didn't know how to read, well, you know what? Fantastic. They were brilliant. They brought you here. So it takes tremendous courage to get here. Anyway, so that's it. Don't keep me going. Okay, that's it.
Yeah. Okay. Oh. 저도 몰라. Yeah. 또 다른 늑대들이 보시라. 너무나 완벽한 내 여자라. 품속엔 부드럽게 너를 안고 너만을 위해서 나는 난폭해지고 결국엔 강한 자가 없게 되는 미 자리가 없으니까 그냥 돌아가 가는 산채로야 다르니까 그만 봐 그녀를 넘본다면 나를 먼저 넘어봐
Okay, it's actually kind of, I can't even say that I'm like any different from anybody that immigrated in here. Being Latina, everybody kind of always has the same thing when we are Latina, when we come to the United States. It's always because of a problem of finances. It's always not enough money, not enough opportunities. I feel that my country gave to me and to my parents. And I remember that when we came here for the first time, we came to visit my grandparents. They started living in here because they just wanted a new life, right? And when we came here to visit, everything was so good. It was going all good. And my dad at the moment did not have a job for about a good month or two at the time. And when he came here, like it was so easy. In 2 days, he had a job, and he was like, "Wow, this is a place where I can have a lot of opportunities to jobs, different from Brazil." And those are the reasons why we wanted to stay here. Apart from that, I think the fact that for me and my sister, it was just so much easier for us to. We always really had like big dreams, so it was just really much easier for us to conquer these dreams and in here, you know. And honestly, when it comes to the American dream, there's just so many speculation about it because like everybody has their own version of the American dream. But I think that for me and for my family and honestly, I think everybody that I know, even the only thing that I really believe to be the American dream for us is to be able to live a comfortable life without being scared of, hey, am I gonna have work tomorrow? Hey, am I gonna have food to put on the table? Am I uh, am I gonna lose my house the next day? And we're still working through that, and honestly, it has been so much better. And if I can say, I think that me and my family are getting a little bit of the American dream right now. I feel so and so proud of my family and to the people that we have become to this day. So yeah.
Uh, the reason why my mom immigrated here was because during her age, a lot of like her friends and her classmates all had like a big dream of coming to America because they all heard really good things about America. And then during her senior year of high school, she finally had a chance to come to America. So she took the chance and she came to America. And at first, she was struggling a lot because of language barrier. And she was all alone. She was like the first member of her family who came out to America. So, and then when she came to New York, she decided to start her real estate dream job. And then she had me. So she hoped that she can give me a better environment for my education. So yeah, I'm really thankful for her. And like our American dream, oh, my mom's American dream is just to give me a better education. And
So where are you studying right now?
I'm studying in LaGuardia because she wants me to do something I like to do, and I chose art career path.
uçuverdi, kanadın açıverdi. Ben yandım aman ayrılamam. Ey oğlu değil mi aman aman, sevdi de kaçıverdi. Ey oğlu değil mi aman aman, sevdi de kaçıverdi. Deniz susuz olur mu, dibi kumsuz olur mu? Ben hakime danıştım, yiğit yarsız olur mu? Ah benim hacı yarim, başımın tacı yarim. Eller bana acımaz, sen bari acı yarim. Güvercinim uyur mu, çağırsam uyanır mı? Ben yandım aman ayrılamam. Sen orada ben burada, aman aman, buna can dayanır mı? Sen orada ben burada, aman aman, buna can dayanır mı? Deniz tuzsuz olur mu, dibi kumsuz olur mu? Ben müftüye danıştım, yiğit yarsız olur mu? Ah benim hacı yarim, başımın tacı yarim. Eller bana acımaz, sen bari acı yarim.
Yeah, yeah. You got it. Give you my heart, give you my part. 세상을 다 주고 싶어. 들어봤자 있잖아 난 그녀가 우릴 욕해도 My baby 내 마지막 love. 온종일 thinking about. 귀 기울여 우리 작은 노래는 꽃처럼 피고 있어. 수백 번 넘어진 후에 걷고 있어. You know that. 걱정하지 마, 걱정하지 마. You got it, you got it, you got it, you got it. 흔들리지 마, 흔들리지 마. Don't worry, don't worry.
Arvind Vora is the co-founder of the Shanti Fund. Volunteers of the Shanti Fund are committed to promoting peace and enlightenment through education. They have reached out to many like-minded organizations and local schools to promote peace education and building bridges since 1994. Year-long efforts culminate during 2 days of celebration of the UN International Day of Nonviolence, October 2nd, which is Gandhi's birthday.
Is Arvind Vora. I was born and educated in India. I had my undergraduate degree in engineering in India. I came here for postgraduate study at Brooklyn Polytechnic Institute in Brooklyn. Now it is part of New York University in 1969 January. Then after graduation in less than a year, I got a job in Suffolk County. It was a little difficult culturally in many ways. I'm vegetarian, so food was a big issue. On Long Island, particularly in Suffolk County, those days, there were hardly any Indian American living. If I have to guess, there were less than 10 families in 1971. And what we did is we started a breakfast meeting where once a month we will invite the who's who in Suffolk County, whether it's a Long Island Association chairman or LIPA chairman or Supreme Court judge or any elected official, somebody who is very prominent, district attorney. They say that Indian American, whether they are physician or engineers or businessmen all over America, this is in 1990, by the way, are giving good services to the society. And my point is that if there is one word to solve most of the problems society is afflicted with, it's education. At the same time, and I was very active in community. I was in charge of India Day Parade, where 50,000 people used to come in mid 80s, and now it's even bigger one. So people in Long Island, particularly clergy people from Long Island Council of Churches and Auburn Theological Seminary, approached me, and they said that they have a project of bringing all religion together and work together for the betterment of the society. Our programs in Shanti Fund were not labeled as building bridges, but it was between mainstream and immigrant. We came from the democratic country. We came here for the education. In those early days, I came on student visa, and green card, I didn't know what is green card. So our story was slightly different than many immigrant stories we have heard. The persecution, the prosecutions, the suffering they had in traveling over here, or separation from the family and all those things. For good or bad, we didn't go through it, but we understand that one. And most Indians have difficulty. On one hand, one friend said that our heart and minds are with, to be on the politician side, are with Democrats who provide the good platform to immigrants and newly arrived people, union people, blue collar people. And because of our education and good job and good income, people feel that our pockets are with the Republican. So we have a kind of no particular allegiance with one party or another party. For me, particularly, both Shanti Fund and Long Island Multi-Faith Forum, this country gave me unparalleled opportunity. I have been blessed to travel all over the world because of Multi-Faith Forum. I have been more than half a dozen Muslim countries, have privilege to meet two popes in person, less than 1 feet away. many presidents, prime ministers. My life is nothing but to many Indian American very full with envy and positive admiration.
I cannot imagine myself without music. It is so powerful. There are times that I cannot share my feeling with words, so I play. It happens a lot. Just imagine a couple of notes, like you play in different speed and different sounds, and you make someone cry. And you use the same sounds to make that person dance. It is so powerful. And I feel like I'm blessed to be a musician, and the music is all my life. I cannot even imagine myself without music.
Şanova'ya çıkınca eğlen Şanova'da kalacağım kızım. Urun urun kaş altından bakınca can telef ediyor güleceğim kızım. Urun urun kaş altından bakınca can telef ediyor bacım kızım. Seni seven olan neylesin malı, yumdukça gözünden döker canı. Burnu fındık ağzı gayfe fincanı, şeker mi şerbet mi balacım kızım. Burnu fındık ağzı gayfe fincanı, şeker mi şerbet mi balacım kızım. Balacım kızım.
Gustavo Segredo, or Gus as he is known by his friends, is a political refugee. This means that his family left their home country of Cuba seeking safety from physical harm, emotional distress, oppression, political expression, life and death. In one word, they were seeking freedom. He has lived in the United States for the last 60 years, having arrived at the age of 8. Like most of us, we reflect on things that we've done in the past, how we got to be where we are right now. And somehow or other, over the last 10 years, first of all, in July I'll be 68, which for me is a shock. Mentally I'm 25, but yet I find myself to be 68. So over the last 10 years, my life has changed quite a bit. Now I tend to do what I would like to do, what I'm passionate about. I've always been passionate about technology. I was director of technology for several companies. And the whole process has been one of learning. Every day I learn something new, another thing. Sometimes I learn that I made a mistake, and that's sometimes the best one, because then I learn even more from it. What would I change differently? That's the weird part. I don't think I would change anything. I don't know if I'm being complacent, or if I'm just being lucky, or being stupid, or I'm not quite sure. I mean, you know, everybody makes mistakes every day. It's a friend of ours used to say, he hopes that every day he will have more successes than failures. If he has one more success than a failure, then that day was successful. That's, you know. So for me, it's become a case of looking into things that are interesting to me. Photography, videography, philosophy, religions. I wouldn't change anything. I would like to think that I could be a better father, a better husband, a better human being. But for all in all, I'm pretty satisfied. I'm happy to hear all these stories that we're hearing. Each one of us is equivalent to like a Bible. We have I don't know if the younger people here have understood this or felt this yet, but you can actually start feeling like there are chapters of your life. Like you turn like not like I used to live in Brazil, or I used to live in this town or what have you, and now I live in a different place. No, it's like you actually can turn a page, and now it's a whole new movie about your life. Okay, no, I'm sorry to say, I don't think I would change anything other than the usual story that people tell you, which is that time is precious. It's the only thing we have, and it goes away.
My name is John Cho. I am the Executive Director of the Greater Flushing Chamber of Commerce. I am a Korean American immigrant, and my family came because, like many Koreans at that time in the 1970s, Korea was not doing very well. There were not a lot of opportunities, and so my family migrated first to Australia and then here to the United States for better economic opportunities for our family. I think because many of us were forced into entrepreneurship and became very successful business people, that's one of the things that is very successful about the Korean American community here in the United States. We have been able to develop a lot of networks, both financial and business networks that I think would be of value to other communities if we choose to provide leadership and share our resources, connect African Americans and Latinos and other people to some of these financial and business networks so that we could partner and cooperate with our neighbors and make sure that economic opportunity isn't just something that is shared within our own community, but that is something we share with everyone, and we provide leadership in that area. I think that's something that Korean Americans could do very well in this country and promote better harmony and cooperation with our neighbors.
so much for Queens Public Library celebrating Immigrant Heritage Month and supporters of the Multicultural Council of New York. And we also want to thank Empire, Blue Cross and Blue Shield, so we can have diverse in music and dance and stories for today's program. Thank you. 오늘은 또 퀸스 도서실과 뉴욕 다민족 재단 그리고 엠파이어 블루크로스 블루실드에서 협찬을 해주셨습니다. 너무 감사드립니다.